First of all, excuse me, I am fighting laryngitis, but I wanted to give you a market update now that we are halfway through 2022. So I'm going to share my screen and bear with me here. We're going to be talking about foreclosures and forbearance, inventory, appreciation, recession, and inflation. But the main theme I want you to get is it is not gloom and doom like we're being fed by the media. And if you really want to know what's going on in the market, you need to talk to your mortgage professional. And if you don't have one, talk to me. And a lot of the sources that I quote here are noted, and there also some lag time depending on the indicator. So foreclosures and forbearance. Is today's real estate market sustainable, or will we see a crash? Been getting that question a lot, so I wanted to address that first. As I mentioned, if you're watching the news, reading, clicking, you're seeing that word foreclosures, you're seeing a crash, you're seeing bubble. Please don't believe the hype. And let me get into the definition, some simple definitions. Foreclosures, to me, is the process has started to take your house. And forbearance, which you've heard a lot since COVID hit and the shutdowns, what the banking industry is saying is, look, we don't want to put our home in foreclosure, and we're going to work with you on how to solve that problem. And so forbearance was very prevalent and still prevalent today, post-COVID. And if you surveyed, whether it's a consumer or an agent, that word bubble keeps popping up. And I'm going to show you in this presentation that it's all hype. And looking at the indicators, the numbers don't lie. So surge in foreclosures as the forbearance plan ends is likely. The very rapid home price appreciation in 2020 and 2021 has boosted home equity. Record levels of home equity will help limit the number of homeowners that experience foreclosure. That is a huge difference from the 2007, 2008 fiasco where houses were upside down. Let's just take a look at this chart real quick. Going back to 2005, you see the foreclosure activity. We are now in an all-time low. We're getting to the end of quarter 2, and that's going to be probably about the same, maybe a little bit lower, just because so many people have so much equity, and the forbearance programs are really working. Now, another number, and this is just year over year, January 19, 20, and 22. 2021, we're just leaving out because we were still in the middle of COVID, and that number is not going to be higher than January of 2020. And it'll, it's going to be lower than 2020, higher than 2022. Forbearances and serious delinquent loans continue to decline to pre-pandemic levels, attributed to the strong housing market and loss mitigation activities implemented by policymakers, investors, and mortgage servicers. That's a repeat of what I was saying before. Here's another one from the Mortgage Bankers Association and First American, concerns versus reality, and that peak just below 9%. So it's nothing close to what they were forecasting. And if you look at it, what it is currently, minor and quite frankly, just about normal in any normal market. Loans and forbearance are still falling. Another indicator, this is from the Mortgage Bankers Association also. Just a more detailed version of what the previous slide. Loans upon existing forbearance program. Now, these are all the different types of things that have been going on from COVID and the ways that people are working it out. If you see the 37% of the loans that were in forbearance are paid in full, almost half of them are in workout plans and repayments. And then there is still 18% that are a little bit of trouble, but that 1.3% that are short sales deeds in the repayment plan So very, very minor compared to what you've been hearing about. And I think this one is probably the most important slide when it comes to talking about foreclosures and forbearance. And now we're going to talk about housing inventory.